Greetings everyone, my name is John Shepkoff, and today we're going to talk about why drink alkaline ionized water. What are the benefits of alkaline water and why drink it? The reason why this is so important is because when you drink alkaline ionized water, you put yourself in an alkaline state. Now, why would anyone want to be in an alkaline state? Well, the reason why you want to be in an alkaline state is because when you are in that state, you don't get sick as often and your body begins to heal. And all you have to do is change the water. Now, I know this sounds so simple. The truth is, our bodies are like a pool. If you have ever taken care of a pool, you know that there are two sides of the spectrum of pH strips. You want the pH in a certain range. Normally, it is between neutral and alkaline. Now, the reason is if it is too acidic, the pool turns green, and it turns something like green, mossy, fog-like stuff, and it's not the best. When it's really hot outside and there is a whole lot of green mossy things that are floating around, or when it's a kind of foggy you can't even see through it. So what do? You put in chlorine and all these chemicals that make it more alkaline ionized water. This way, when you swim in it, it is beautiful and it's clear and it's crystal water, and you have a great time. See, our bodies are very similar as well, in the sense that we also have the either alkaline pH or we have more acidic pH. When people are more acidic, and it's not just the water that they are drinking, it's also about the foods we put into our bodies. If the foods have all these preservatives and chemicals, and you have junk food or just bad food, that brings the body more into an acidic state, which is the stuff on the left-hand side. So you don't want to be in that area. So if you're looking at this chart, you want to be more to the right, more toward the purple. That's the idea. You can see the good foods over there on the right-hand side. But if you drink alkaline ionized water, you'll be able to pull the toxin out of your body system. See, the Kangen water is the only machine that I know of that actually pulls toxin out of the body. There are many, many testimonies out there that if people have had all these problems, and just by changing the water, they were actually able to get rid of the pain in their body. But if you drink alkaline ionized water, you will be able to pull the toxin out of your body. And there's a lot of toxin. You can see that it can be anywhere in the body. I mean, people can have backaches and they can have neck pains and joint and rheumatism and arthritis and you name it. Well, that's because there's toxin in the body. So if you can pull the toxin out of the body, you're not going to have pain. So right now, when you drink tap water or bottled water, it's about the water molecules are about the size of an orange. Take a look at the orange. See how big that thing is? Now look at that when you're looking at the grapes. Their grapes are really small. Well, think about it. When you're drinking water ionized, especially through enagic machines, they make the water molecule about the size of a grape. And what happens is when the water molecules are really, really small, they actually penetrate the tissues of the body. They go through your brain, your organs, your bones, everywhere, every part of your body. Now, when you're drinking the tap water, bottled water, your body is at 50%, okay? And it should be getting about 70%. And the only way to really get 70% into the body is to be drinking the alkaline ionized water. Now, first of all, see, you can't get up to the 70% because remember, did you remember looking at that orange? See how big that orange is compared to a grape? That molecule is so much smaller. So we should be about 70%. And if we were completely hydrated, we'd be the one over on the right hand side at 70%. But most people are actually dehydrated, and they're lacking enough water into their system. Now, the body should be made up of about 72%. The brain is 70%, the lungs need about 90%, and the blood needs about 82%, and the skin needs about 80%. And you can see that if you're drinking just tap water or bottled water, which I like to call acid water, because bottled water, there's no control on bottled water, by the way. There's no regulations on that, by the way. And it seems like anybody can just produce some bottled water and it's perfectly okay. Now, I'll tell you straight up, if you ask me which is better, to drink tap water or bottled water, I would tell you to drink the tap water, because it's actually better for you because it's not acidic. So most bottled waters that you buy in the store, they are actually acidic water. So that's even worse, okay? When you drink water through an alkaline water ionized machine, the water molecules, it's much smaller. And when you are drinking alkaline ionized water and you are eating the right foods that are not high in acidic, you will have a lot more energy. And what does the Kangen water, alkaline ionized water do for you? Well, it pulls the toxin out of your body. And you are going to know there's lots of people out there that have backaches, rheumatism, arthritis, joint aches, knee pains, foot pains, you name it. Well, what's causing all that? Well, it's the toxin in the body. That's it. And so if you can get rid of that toxin, and a good way to do that is actually drinking alkaline ionized water, you're going to be able to pull the toxin, and in a matter of, who knows when, you're actually going to feel better. Now, when it pulls the toxins out of our body, your body begins to heal itself. And that's a fact, okay? When you're drinking the alkaline ionized water, your body does not have to work so hard. So when you're just drinking regular tap water, remember the molecules are so big, and because they're so big, they don't really get to go through when the water you're drinking is not really getting hydrated enough. And of course, it can't pull the toxin, because why? Well, the water molecule is so stinking big. And so you need about the size of a grape. Now, I know that's exaggeration, but the water molecules are much smaller, and regular tap water is a lot more big, and it just can't, it doesn't have the room to pull the toxin out of the body. Now, when a person drinks a can of soda, you're going to need to drink 3 64-ounce of actually Kangen water to dilute the soda. And that's a lot. Now think about that. That one can of soda can throw your body off really badly. And the good news is, if you drink 3 64-ounce of Kangen water, you will be okay. So you can see that 64 ounces, and you had to drink 3 of those things to do it, will make you feel better. And of course, that will pull the toxin out of the body. Now, which means it will actually alkaline once again. But if you drink 2 cans of soda, you need to drink 6 64-ounce of water. And those are milk, containers. So that's a lot of water just to get to dilute that 2 sodas right there. And I think you get the point that the more soda you drink, the more Kangen water you need to dilute it, to put yourself in an alkaline state. If we keep our bodies in an alkaline state, we have more energy, and the Kangen water pulls the toxin out of the body. Plus, the water molecules are much smaller than the normal water molecules in tap water or bottled water. And again, I call bottled water really acid water because it's really bad for you, but people think it's okay, and there's no regulations at all on bottled water, unfortunately. Now, plus the water molecules are much smaller than the normal water molecules in tap water or bottled water. We are less likely to get sick by drinking alkaline ionized water. Now, every person that has cancer has a pH that is too acidic. Cancer can only spread in more acidic environment, and that is how it works. It can spread easier if the cultivated, that is the type of an environment. So if your body has more acidic, you're going to attract more cancer, and that's the bottom line. So what am I trying to say is, well, you need to get change your water, and you need to get more toward the right-hand side, which is closer to the purple water, and that is the alkaline ionized water. The stuff that's more yellowish and greenish or blue, that's just, acid water, or I call regular city tap water. So what do you need to do? Well, all you have to do is just change your water. That's it. That's just change your water. You will need to eat better foods than alkaline and drink the Kangen water. And when you begin to drink alkaline ionized water, it will pull the toxin out of your body. This will bring the body more in homeostasis. And when the body is in homeostasis, you don't get sick. Your back doesn't hurt. Your legs don't hurt. Your knees don't hurt. Joint aches and fingers and headache, and there's all kinds of ailments that people have. I mean, people have all kinds of pains, and you can almost point everything at because you're not alkaline, and because of that, you have what? Well, the bottom line is you have a lot of toxin in the body. And when you're drinking alkaline ionized water, you're drinking actually 9.5. What is city water, by the way? Well, the city water should be about 7.0. So anything below 7.0 is really acidic or acid water is what I call. So in a sense, now myself, I've been drinking alkaline ionized water, and I've not been sick one time. I drink 64 ounces of alkaline ionized water every single day. And it has made a huge difference in the way I feel. Your body does not have to work to neutralize what you pull into it. And what is more important is you are drinking ionized alkaline water. And the Enagic has been making their own machines for over 42 years, by the way. Their machines are actually made, they have the plates are platinum, medical grade platinum, and they also have titanium plates that are solid medical grade. Now, that's the key about a water ionized alkaline machines. There are a lot of copycats out there, and that's what they are, is copycats. But Enagic has been making their machines over 42 years. And they are medical grade machines. They're in hundreds and hundreds of hospitals in Japan. And again, it's because they use medical grade titanium for the plates. They're not mixed alloys, they're solid. And they have a medical grade platinum. And that's the two things. All the other machines out there in the world who try and make a copycat, what they do is they mix alloys in their titanium. They use an alloy in their platinum. In fact, they're not platinum solid plates. What they are is actually a screen. And if you can imagine this, like the screen on your window, if water's passing through that, it's going to calcify. And what does that mean? It's going to plug up. So these machines out there that are running usually end up turning off or burning up. The Enagic water ionized machines, you can run gallons and gallons and gallons, and they're not going to burn up and they're not going to turn off. So they are by far a much, much better machine. So on that. Now, alkaline ionized water is a negative charge, which that is how the water becomes smaller molecule, by the way. Imagine this. If there is a lake out there and a bolt of lightning hits that water, it's going to be charged. And when it hits that water, it makes the molecules smaller. Remember I said, think of it like an orange or a size of grape. Well, when the a lightning hits that water, it makes the water molecules about the size of a grape. And because it is smaller, now it can go through your system so much easier, and it can actually draw the toxin right out of your body. Now, if the water is smaller, then it can actually go through the body so much faster. I can drink 2 8-ounce waters and wait about 5 to 7 minutes and jump on the trampoline and actually not get any water slushing in my gut at all. I guarantee if you actually was to jump on a trampoline, and if you just drank regular tap water or bottled water, you would actually be slushing the stomach. And by the way, I stand corrected. When I drink a glass of water, it's not 8 ounces, it's actually 16 ounces. So when I say 2 glasses, really it's 16 and 16. So that's actually 32 ounces. So that's what I'm saying. You try to drink 32 ounces of water, which is basically 2 big glasses. That's what it really is. And you try to jump on a trampoline, and I've done it. And within 5 to 7 minutes, I don't get any water slushing at all. That's important, okay? It's extremely beneficial when you go out running or at the gym. Do you know why people get cramps? Well, it's because you're getting dehydrated. And what happens is when you get dehydrated, then you're going to start to get cramps. So it's important that you're getting the right water. You can drink, don't get me wrong, people drink, it's been doing it for years. They've been drinking the regular water, tap water from the city, and they've been drinking bottled water. But is it good for you? No, it's not. It is not good for you. Now, if you do not want to, have muscle cramps, then drink alkaline ionized water, especially if you run marathons or anything like that, or you're a trainer at the gym. You want to be getting the right water into your system, and you want it to absorb as quick as possible, because when it absorbs, it's going to go right to exactly where you need it. And I'm telling you, when you start drinking ionized alkaline water, it's going to make a huge difference. Now, the more oxygen that is in your body, ultimately, it's going to be the better that you will actually feel. And this has been one of the biggest things in my life that I have switched up to the alkaline ionized water. I also began eating more alkaline foods, which started me to feel more energy. I also started to feel more hydrated. And then the alkaline ionized water can change the way you feel. The benefit is you'll feel better and you have more energy. The ionization means that the water molecules is smaller, and they also absorb in your body easier, and you are feeling much better. You're not drinking, and you're not going to be getting sick, and you are actually able to go about your day in a more jolly way. So if you like what you have seen, and you can actually go to my website, or can you just pick up the phone and call me up? There is my website, and there is my website. Now that 916xyz.com is for those people who would like to actually get into a business, or you can just buy a machine. Now, if you just want to go strictly and learn just about the water, just go to myusawater.com, and there you'll know everything about the water. If you would like to get into the water and at the same time make money, then you go to 916xyz.com. Again, my name is John Shepkoff, and I welcome your call, and I'll answer anything for you to help you out. Take care, and I'll talk to you real soon.